Yes, sir.
What is good with y'all, man? It's CTAZ. And today I'm gonna show y'all this small trick you gotta do in order to score every single time in NBA 2K23 this year. Now this method is pretty cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but if you are struggling with scoring, winning games, and you just want an easy way out, this is definitely the tutorial for you. And before we get any further into this, all I ask is you drop a like and smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 3,000 subs. We got PlayNow Online content coming crazy for y'all. And without further ado, y'all, let's get right into it.
Hold on. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Hold on.
Alright, so once the game starts, all you want to do is pause the game really quickly before the tip-off. Go down to the second settings right here where it says offensive settings. Then you want to make sure you change your freelance to the Bucks 2018 freelance. This is the best freelance when it comes to 5-out and spacing, especially when you have a lineup of all 5 guys that could just shoot the rock. And you don't have to necessarily run the Bucks freelance. It's just to optimize it, you know what I mean? So if you want the best spacing, like I said, definitely run that, but you don't have to limit yourself to running the Bucks 2018 freelance. So in this game, we are going up against the current Bucks, a tier 1 team, you guys, and I'm using the Sacramento Kings. Once you equip your freelance the very first possession, you won't have to do it again. All you need to do is call 5-out, pass and screen away, and as you guys saw right there, if we go back a quick second, there's going to be a little basketball icon that pops up on the player that you hold triangle down next to. So I'm holding triangle down right here, and it's going to pop up for Kevin Huerter. While holding down triangle, you want to cancel this out by tapping L1. As right here, now the ball disappears. If you don't cancel it out, the minute you let go, the second you let go of triangle, it's going to pass it to that guy that you're sending on a back cut. But I like to cancel it out in case my opponent's reading it or, you know, playing it and cheating it and trying to steal the pass. So that way I can pass it to someone else, which is usually the guy that he's helping off of. But right here, he's on-balling it, and he switched to Brook Lopez. He didn't get there in time. This is gonna always be open, you guys. That shot is always going to be open. This small little trick, it's cheesy, whatever you want to call it, but it works every single time. And that's Kevin Huerter over Chris Middleton, who arguably is a pretty good defender. And the good thing about this little trick too is you can run it with anybody. So now I'm taking the paint center because he's sitting on the center. So I'm taking him and putting him on the ball, which is Sabonis. So that way he can't really, you know, paints it. He has to guard the ball. So I send De'Aaron Fox on a back cut. Do the same thing, you guys. I hold triangle down and tap L1 to cancel it out really quick. As you guys can see right here, the basketball icon is going to pop up under De'Aaron Fox on your screen. Let's see, there it is. For a quick second, I cancel it out right away. Pass it to him anyways because I see that he's out of position, and we get the easy 2 points. And right here, like, you don't have to always run it from the middle. You can run it from the right, like the wings, the corners. So right here, I'm going to get it to Barnes. I'm going to send De'Aaron Fox on a back cut. Right here, he's gone. Easy lay, you guys. And that's over Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez coming from the weak side trying to block it. Like, I'm telling y'all, if you do this with the Bucks, like, it's so cheesy. It's gonna be hard to stop. It's the same thing. It's a kind of a similar concept to the 5-out blow by animation that I dropped a tutorial on a week ago. It's similar to that. It's just cheese. Easy methods of scoring if you're struggling with scoring this year. All right, and right here, he went to a 2-3 zone. Obviously, my op is not gonna just let me keep doing this same back cut every single time. So as you guys can see, he's in a 2-3 zone. So I send Kevin Huerter what it looks like on a back cut, and in a zone, once you get it to the middle of the zone, it's dead. Like, it's over. I sold that release with Malik Monk, but as y'all can see right here, if he doesn't play the center, use the center and try to steal this, it's not gonna be a steal. And you just pump fake your way until everyone drops down from the corners, and you just knock it down as long as you have the right proper spacing with the proper shooters surrounding that guy. Here's another example of a 2-3 zone trying to defend this back cut, this small little trick you got to do. I send Kevin Huerter on a back cut. Boom. Look at all the defense collapse. Harrison Barnes, that's a green light every single time in the corner for a guy like Harrison Barnes. And obviously, you don't have to limit yourself to running this. I'm just doing this every single play for the most part, except for right here. I get the steal, go up. Obviously, I didn't want to lose this game because he's the Bucks. I wasn't sure if he was a sweat or not. But if you need a bailout and you're struggling to score, like I said, run this. Like, it's going to work majority of the time if you send the right player on a back cut. All right, so right here, my opponent misses his shot. We get a good contest. We're going the other way. I slow the ball down just for this video purpose, for this back cut. I call quick isolation. You can call quick isolation or pass the screen away, like I said. And look, Harrison Barnes over 2 defenders, over Brook Lopez, you guys. That's Harrison Barnes. He is not known as a posterizer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm telling y'all can do this with anyone. I was doing this with Kevin Huerter earlier, De'Aaron Fox, who's, you know, obviously a good finisher, but now Harrison Barnes dunking over 2 dudes. Come on now. And that just leads me to the next person. Like, look, we're gonna send Malik Monk on a back cut, as you guys see right here. And Malik Monk is for sure not bodying people like that with his build and his frame. And look at that. Now De'Aaron Fox says playmaking takeover, and I just got my opponent in a tough situation now. You know what I mean? Like, I have him at my will. Now what happens if your opponent decides to play the guy that's defending the cutter right here, as we see, or he just off balls with someone else? You just pass it to the guy he's off balling with right there. Boom, easy 3. And especially in a situation like this where you got not team take, but takeover. I send Harrison Barnes on the back cut. I see Sabonis wide open. That's going to be a green light every time, you guys. As long as you have the proper spacing and shooters surrounding, you know, your players. If you have a 5-man lineup that can shoot, this is a really, really effective yet also cheesy offense to run every single time down. All right, right after my opponent had called a timeout, we're gonna get a steal right here. We get the bump steal from Malik Monk. We're going back the other way. I slow the ball down again just to show you guys more examples of this small little trick, this back cut trick. We call it quick isolation. You can call quick isolation or passing screen away. I'm gonna keep repeating myself so y'all really get it. So right here, now he overplays the shooter. Literally the possession, just one possession ago, I had an open 3 because he was off balling with the center and paints in. Now he jumps out with 2 guys, and now we're just playing tic-tac-toe. You know what I mean? Now we get it to Barnes. He gets an easy 2 points. Here it is again. My opponent is going back, as you guys can see, controlling Brook Lopez. He has 2 centers in to try and defend this. We send Barnes on a back cut right over the top of Bobby Portis's head. All right, and right here, I believe we're gonna get a steal right here. Fox should be getting a steal shortly soon. Then we're gonna go the other way and show you guys more examples. Yep, right here it is. We play the passing lane. I'm gonna slow the ball down, call my quick isolation, and make sure again, if you want to have a 5-out, you got to have Bucks 2018. And right here, as you guys can see, look, he's trying to paint it so much that now he's getting called for defensive 3 seconds, and now I'm getting easy free throws on top of what could be a 4-point possession if I score 3 right after that. That should have been a dunk, or even possibly a kick out to Harrison Barnes right there. Off of sidelines out of bounds, I like to get it to the guy in the paint and send that guy on the weak side with no help defense on a back cut. As you guys can see right here, it's either 2 points or it's a kick out. And right here, I kicked it out, obviously, because it's the right read. I just smoked it. I earlied it with Sabonis. All right, so my opponent has the ball right now. We're on defense. We're in our zone, I believe. Yep, we're going to force a turnover right here again. We're going the other way down the court. I believe my opponent is trying to set up into a zone now from what it looks like. Yeah, 3-2 zone. We send Harrison Barnes on the back cut. And as you guys can see right here, I see that he's overplaying, off-balling with Bobby Portis, and he leaves him wide open right here. Kevin Huerter, and that's knocked down every single time. So I look at Barnes. I see him try to take away Barnes, and it's just a cross-court dime all the way to Kevin Huerter. And now we're up 20 going into the halftime. And my opponent had enough, you guys. All right, y'all, that is gonna wrap up this tutorial. Hope y'all dig it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions or concerns on how to run this or just anything like that. I'm gonna try my best to put y'all on all the sauces possible this year, like I said. And please don't forget to leave a like and smash that subscribe button, as it's greatly appreciated. We got all the PlayNow Online content coming crazy for y'all this year. And as always, I appreciate every single one of y'all, and much love.